702. Tech Feature.
And our tech feature for today, we're chatting cybersecurity and the safety net of the right insurance. And we're joined by the National Head of Business Development at Indwe Risk, Brendon Pillay. And we take your calls on 011 883 0702 and your WhatsApp messages and voice notes on 072 702 1702. Brendon, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Relebogile. It's good to be on your show. Thank you for having me.
From an insurance perspective, why should we be so concerned about cybersecurity?
Well, cyber threats are no longer just an IT problem, Relebogile. They're a lifestyle and a business risk. South Africa is one of the most targeted countries across Africa in terms of cybercrime. Now, everyone is vulnerable, from large corporates to SMEs, families, and individuals. For individuals with affluent lifestyles, it elevates because of the valuable digital assets, online banking, public social media presence. We live in a digital-first world. What we post, where we go, even what we buy, it's all online. And criminals are watching.
So what are some of the real costs of these cyber crimes and incidents?
Well, it's not just about financial loss. It's reputation. It's the emotional stress that comes with that. If it's a business, for instance, it's the reputational damage, the brand damage. It's operational disruption. It's so much more. Identity theft and data breaches can take months, even years, to recover from. So oversharing on social media is an example. Your travel plans, your luxury items, all of this increases your vulnerability. And risky digital behavior can impact your insurance. It can impact whether your claims actually do get paid or not. Now, imagine posting your location, your holiday plans rather, and you go away on holiday, and while you're away, your home is burgled. Now, that's not just a loss. That could be a claim that potentially could be disputed.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And because now the world is evolving, it also means that the insurance companies have more to take into consideration when it comes to your, risk and those types of things. I mean, you're mentioning the one of it could be disputed if now you told us that you're away or you showed us that your house is empty.
Correct. I mean, we're faced with, we're living in a digital world. As I said, it's a digital first world. Absolutely everything we're doing, we need to think first before we post, before we act. We have families around us. Sometimes we have children who may take a hold of our devices. Who knows how we could be compromised? There's so many different ways. And the fact is, it's evolving with every passing minute.
What else is considered as digital risky behavior? Because you've touched on, things like possibly revealing your location, of which many people say, oh, never post in real time what you're doing or where you are, delayed a bit. Maybe you can share some of the other risky behaviors.
Well, like we're saying, location tagging, it's a very important one. I mean, we know of incidents where criminals track your movement. They target families using that. Even kidnap and ransom risks have increased considerably. So that's one, when location tagging. Lots of us, we will post medical information of ourselves or post family pics. All of this is a risk, and it's a type of risk that we sometimes don't take the time to actually pause and ask ourselves, is this information going to find me compromised at some point?
Okay, so where does insurance fit in this picture?
So cyber insurance specifically, it helps you recover from fraud, ransomware, phishing, and any type of identity theft per se. Now, cover includes personal cybercrime and scams, and I must make it very clear that there's variations across products. But in general, you're going to get, for instance, if it's a business, there's data recovery, there's system restoration and liability protection, which is significantly important. But insurance is only part of the solution. Good digital behavior is equally important. Now, insurance is your safety net. Let's think of it like this. But your first line of defense is how you behave online. Think of locking your front door. You still need home insurance. Online, it's the same. You may have good online behavior, but you still need cyber insurance.
I'm just thinking about some of the new type of risks and crimes that maybe we are starting to see a lot of.
Let's talk about phishing. I mean, phishing is you'll find individuals or entities posing as a legitimate entity to be able to elicit information from you. Ransomware, very important. Social engineering scams. I mean, I always have a bit of some light-hearted humor at home. If we have to take the amount of time that our screen time compared to the amount of time we actually engage with our families at home, I wonder which wins.
Please talk to us. You mentioned ransomware. Which one is ransomware? Is that where they take compromising information and hold you ransom?
Yes, so ransomware is malicious software that's going to be used to get some kind of ransom from you. So I think, when you look at, as I said earlier on, it's evolving by the minute. There's so many different types of ransomware incidents and phishing incidents and social engineering scams and so forth that's out there. The truth is, Relebogile, as we're sitting here today, there's individuals who are out there who do this for a living. Now, what we need to make certain of is that we're secure, not just in our physical world. I think we can all appreciate that we understand the importance of home insurance, of vehicle insurance, and all risk items. Yes, we know that quite well. But do we understand the importance of our digital lives and digital insurance? There's a lovely phrase, like a log on a frozen lake, when all is gone, it sinks in. We would not want to be compromised only when all is lost. And then we realize that we should have had cyber insurance.
Especially because insurance is the one thing you can't buy when you actually need it. You have to buy it before then.
Correct.
Definitely have to buy it before then.
Yes.
What steps can you advise us on implementing to improve our cybersecurity?
Let's start with the simple ones that are in our control, which is making sure we've got strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, making sure our devices and our software is always up to date. And I think most importantly, think before you post. Do not post your valuable items. Do not post your family information and so forth. Educate your family and your staff about good cyber hygiene. That's so important. And I think from the perspective that we're speaking from today, review your insurance policy regularly to ensure that it reflects both your physical and your digital lives.
Okay, you touched on there being a range of products. If this concept of cyber insurance is something completely new to an individual, how does it work? Does one come and say, I need insurance, but how do you place value on it? And the same question for businesses.
I think from an insurance point of view, the first thing we need to do is start the conversation. I think starting the conversation allows us to understand what is your risk. How do we go about protecting your lifestyle or your business in the unique way that you live? Because I think we can all appreciate that for each of our lives, we operate very differently. So starting the conversation is the first stop. The second piece is that you're going to have to divulge what your patterns are in your life so that the insurer, for instance, could understand exactly what the risk is, because the risk determines your premium. And as I said earlier on, good digital behavior is not the only solution. It's part of it. The other part of it is having an insurance that's going to ensure that it takes on that risk from you.
Final thoughts on this?
I think in today's world, you cannot choose between good digital behavior or insurance. You need both. One reduces the risk, the other transfers it. Together, they safeguard your lifestyle, your business, and your reputation. And I think to all of our listeners out there, if you're wondering whether you're covered physically or digitally, start the conversation. Speak to an Indwe advisor. We'll help you understand your risk, protect your lifestyle, and make sure your insurance reflects the world you actually live in, online and offline. And perhaps in closing, as the powerful proverb reminds us, the prudent see danger and take cover. And I think when you consider it's so appropriate with all the risks we face today that we need the right insurance to ensure we're covered.
Thank you so much, Brendon, for your time and chatting to us about cyber security and cyber insurance.
In the last 24 hours, this is what's happened in your world.
Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has